Almost immediately, you gave a written statement to the Howland Police. It was like a paragraph, right?
Correct.
You then gave a recorded statement to the Howland Police at their police department that night, correct?
Correct.
And the gist of what you told them was you really couldn't remember. It happened fast, you didn't know, whatever. But you did tell them in your recorded statement that you tried to, that after the fist fight, you were in the house and you tried to lock the door, right?
Correct. Well,
you told them that, right?
yes, because I watched the tape, and when we rewatched it, I explained.
That refreshed your memory?
Well, no, I told you I didn't remember.
Okay. Well,
saying that.
Okay. You watched the tape?
Correct. I watched myself say it on the tape, but I do not recall saying that.
But if it was recorded
Correct.
in a videotaped statement and it was taken that same evening
Correct.
after the shooting,
yes.
you'd agree that that's what you remember. That
yes.
was your recollection back then.
Correct.
All right. And you said on that statement that as you were trying to lock the door, the defendant got by you, and he was pissed because they were still calling in names.
I said he was mad when he came in.
Right.
And on my tape, and I'm just recalling from what I said.
Sure.
And we were still outside. They were still outside screaming and yelling, calling names. And I tried to lock the door, and I said somehow he got past me.
Right. Somehow he got past you.
Right.
And he was pissed.
He was mad when he came in,
Right.
yes.
And he was pissed when he went out.
And he was probably scared and mad, and I was scared to death.
And you were going to lock the door.
Correct.
Okay. And you never looked out and saw where the van was, right?
At the beginning, I did.
When
I came outside, she pinned me.
You're talking about the fist fight, when the fight happened.
Correct.
Right, okay. And I know you and April Trent, who was there, you and her got in an altercation.
Well, she came after me. I did not get in an altercation.
Okay. Well, she says you got in an altercation, that you grabbed.
That's not true.
Okay. Now the threats come, and it's back and forth. The fight comes. They get there. There's a fist fight. Happens in the front yard. You're either assaulting April or April's assaulting you, but there's a confrontation between you and April, correct?
April confronted me.
Okay.
When I came outside to try to help him.
All right. No one came in the house at any point, right?
No.
And you never saw a gun?
No.
Until Nasser went out with a gun and you heard
I didn't even see him go out with the gun.
But you never saw any of the people that got out of that van with a gun?
No, I don't even remember being out there. Just at the initial fight in the beginning.
And you never saw a knife until the police picked it up later on?
Correct.
All right. And in fact, you never heard anyone threaten to kill the defendant that day outside of their car?
I was in the house.
Okay, but when I asked you, did you ever hear anybody threaten to kill the defendant that day, you said no.
Correct.
Okay. And in fact, you didn't. Okay. Go ahead. Would you want to add
on
something?
Facebook, but not.
Right. Out of someone's mouth or hearing it, when they were fighting at 1564 Niles Cortland Road, you never.
No, they just had him on the ground. He was in the fetal position, and they were beating the shit out of him.
Okay. And we've had witnesses that drove by and called 911 that saw that, right?
Correct.
Okay. And even you, when this fight was going on, you told the detectives you never saw Bryce until the end.
Correct.
Right. So you didn't even know your own son was involved in this fight, initially?
No, they had their hoods up.
Okay. But my question is, you never saw Bryce?
No, not until the end.
And the fight happened pretty fast?
It felt like a lifetime. I don't know. I was scared to death.
All right. And when it was all over, you finally realized your son was there.
Correct.
All right. You came outside.
Correct. Well, yeah.
All right, well, let me back up. You heard gunshots. You definitely heard gunshots.
Correct.
You didn't know who was shooting.
Correct.
After the gunshots, And you don't know if there were 2 sets or just 1 set, but afterwards, you see the defendant come in and you see a gun in his hands.
Yes,
All right. And the police are now there.
correct,
He drops the gun in the house, goes back out and gets arrested.
correct.
Okay. And Dylan said to you, see what he's like, Mom? Because he's been shot in 4 other people. Did he ever
What?
say, see how he is, Mom?
Who said that?
Bryce.
No,
Bryce never said that.
no,
Bryce never said, yelled at you, see how he's like, Mom, see what he's like.
no, he was yelling, shoot the F and B to me.
Okay. Why would Bryce wants you dead? Is that your testimony?
Yes,
Okay. Bryce wanted you dead?
yes,
Okay.